300. What's the deal? This your folk Shaka, the urban philosopher. I wanted to share my thoughts with y'all real quick. So y'all, as y'all know, I've been doing this DK4L series for about like 5 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And y'all, I appreciate the love. I appreciate the subs. I appreciate the likes, the comments. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully keep those coming. You dig, to this little video channel, you know. But I appreciate all of it, and I'm getting good questions. I got a question from someone about a couple of days ago, and they wanted to know if I could do a video on what might dictate them not getting back together. Okay? And I decided that it would be cool to release something like that and give the other side of the coin. Okay? Especially after I kind of seen this last video that De'Ara dropped. So let's go ahead and get into that, y'all. Now, I do want to say that based on a lot of the things that I spoke on previously before, I still believe that they are going to get back together. Okay. However, what might dictate them not getting back together? Let's go ahead and talk about it, y'all. You know, I got about 3 reasons here. And the first one is if Ken just finds himself in a situation where he is still kind of finding himself as a man, which is an important thing. You know, that's going to be more important over him coming back when he haven't found himself as a man. I mean, we kind of see what happened with that. But if he kind of, you know, is finding himself still trying to figure out, you know, where he's at as a man, you know, that could dictate them getting back together or not getting back together. You know, as I've said before, y'all, in another video that I made about them, you know, the woman, she has to see if you can move on with or without her. Okay? And also do it in a confident direction. It's not about if he does the same numbers she do. It's not about that. It's just about looking up to see if you can just move in your own direction. You know what I'm saying? And considering that Ken, he's not like the normal guy. He's a social media personality. You know, when you consider that and you kind of look at kind of like how he's been saying he's going to release content, but he doesn't release it and just things like that, you know, he's still kind of struggling with that. You know what I'm saying? And now I can say that he does appear to be moving on in a healthy way as far as not being a clown like Kanye West out here. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with his breakup. I can say that. You know what I'm saying? However, when we look at after that, outside of that, you know what I'm saying? What are you doing with your life? You know what I'm saying? You know, the work ethic is not really showing just yet. So, meanwhile, when you look at De'Ara, she's out here making progress. And so that puts her in the spectator seat to kind of look at Ken. And when she does, it brings me to number 2. You know what I'm saying? She just might realize based on what she see, you know what I'm saying? And he might realize based on just what he see, you know what I'm saying? What is happening right now is taking them in 2 different directions. Okay? And it just might not be worth making a U-turn away from where they're going, no matter how much they love each other, to link back up, you know. Yeah, I assume that Ken, you know, he will eventually get there. But when you look at De'Ara and what she is accomplishing, okay, it is easy for one to decide at that time, okay, in the infant stages, that investing in self versus revisiting, you know, an uncertain situation when we compare it to what I just spoke about, you know what I'm saying? That probably is not the best option when you consider what's going on in these infant stages after you left that relationship, which is very positive things in De'Ara's case. She's definitely finding her stride solo, and she is seeing value in that. You know what I'm saying? She was very happy about her plaque, and she's focused on hitting the millie. Okay, she 250,000 down, and she's already confident and focused on her direction. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so when you consider that, I mean, that could be a major thing. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at the other situation, it's like, man, with this going on, you know, and considering that, you know, Ken is kind of still where he's at, it would mean that they will have to work on building them back up as a power couple and getting through all the drama and the criticism behind that and things like that. And so, is it worth it? You know, it's a good question when you consider that. But the last thing, y'all, is, of course, you know, what could naturally happen. You know, they might realize that although they love each other, they may realize they probably have grown apart with maturity, okay? And realize that the desire for a relationship is just not there. You know, I say this because, look, y'all, there are still things happening, okay, with De'Ara. A lot of people were talking about the shoe image, but, you know, y'all, if you ask me, you know what I'm saying, I believe it was of a older guy, okay? Now, people are saying that it was the one person she be out with, the girl or whatever, but if you check that story dump, that shoe image that came right before she showed the room where they were taking shots, you know what I'm saying? The guy in that room, okay, he appeared to be an older guy, you know what I'm saying? And so when these things kind of come to head, you know, she's exploring, you know what I'm saying? And when they're looking older, you know, she's looking for experience, you know what I'm saying? And so I wouldn't say that this is something that where she's just like, hey, I'm about to jump off the bandwagon right now, but these are things that could dictate them not getting back together, you know what I'm saying? Especially if this happens to be the situation and this guy is able to come in and kind of introduce new, more mature things to her, you know what I'm saying? That could be somewhat of a problem for the DK4L. But like I said, y'all, this is light, you know what I'm saying? But these are the things that I think could dictate them not getting back together. But I want y'all to go ahead and comment below. Most definitely hit that sub button and that bell, y'all, because I'm gonna drop something that y'all gonna like. And hit them thumbs, you know what I'm saying? This your folks, Shock of the Urban Philosopher, y'all. I'm out. It's 300.